Everybody, happy Front Row Friday. It's Marilyn Sherman coming to you from Las Vegas. Today's message is about career advice. I believe you need 3 people in your life to help navigate your path to your front row when it comes to your career. Those 3 people are a mentor, an advocate, and a sponsor. Now, if you work for a large organization, I want you to inquire to see if they have a formal or informal mentorship program. I know a lot of my clients have mentorship programs, but there's not 100% engagement from their people. So see if you have one where you work and you can take advantage of what they offer. Otherwise, you can maybe even create your own or take my advice and learn how to navigate with these 3 people: mentors, advocates, and sponsors. Now, here's the difference, because a lot of people don't know the difference between those 3. First off, a mentor is someone who you have one-on-one conversations with, where you talk about your dreams, your hopes, your aspirations, your career aspirations, your path to the front row, and maybe some specific obstacles or doors that seem to be closed, and they can help open those doors for you, or at least help you navigate going around those doors to get what you want out of your career. That's a mentor, someone you would have one-on-one conversations with, maybe email exchange with, Zoom calls, coffee, meetings, lunch. It depends on you and your mentor. That would be a mentor, someone that you can, let your hair down with and talk about those things that you wouldn't just talk to anybody about. Someone you trust, someone that has what you want in terms of maybe their career versus yours. An advocate is someone who speaks on your behalf when you are not in the room. So based on your reputation, based on your past experience, based on how you show up at work, how you show up with projects, how you show up when there's a crisis, people are watching you. And sometimes events come up, special projects come up, special promotions come up, and you want your name to be thrown in that hat. An advocate is someone who could, based on your reputation, based on what they see out of you, they can throw your name in the hat. They can suggest your name. They can suggest people look into you or call you or refer you to a promotion, an event, or a special project. And then there's a sponsor. A sponsor is someone who has the authority, has the money, has the ability to write the check for you. This is the person who has the ability to hire you, to promote you, to choose you, to say, get that person. Now, here's the trick when it comes to mentorship, advocacy, and sponsorship. You have 0 control over advocacy and sponsorship. You do have control over mentorship. So my suggestion is show up as the best possible person you can be. Know that your reputation is always on the line. People are always watching you. They're always watching your work, and do the best you can all the time. And here's a suggestion when it comes to mentorship, because people always ask me, well, how do I find one? Well, here's how not to find one. Do not call someone up and say, will you be my mentor? It is a very awkward conversation. People never want to answer that question. I mean, what are they going to say? Like, no, or sure. It's really awkward. So to avoid that, choose someone who has what you want, maybe a reputation that you want, or a position that you want, or a work ethic that you want. And then come up with a very specific question you have for that person. And you reach out to that person and say, hi, I have a lot of admiration for fill in the blank, and I would love it if you could answer this question. What one piece of advice would you have for someone like me who is going through this? You will know right away if that person is going to be amenable to a conversation. And then hopefully, if they reach back out to you and you agree on a time to meet, and of course, don't take advantage of that person, really respect their time. And then always, always, always follow up after the meeting to let them know you appreciate their time, you appreciate their advice, and here's what happened as a result of you taking their advice to heart. A lot of people take advantage of people and they never follow up with them. So if you want to ensure a mentorship relationship, make sure that you follow up with them. And then what happens is that it becomes an organic relationship, and it's not something that you will that you need to have every 2 weeks. I remember in that book, Lean In, the author, Sheryl Sandberg, said, someone wasn't happy with their mentorship relationship. And she said, well, why? She said, well, I expected that we would meet every 2 weeks and I would share with you all my problems and you'd give me feedback. And Cheryl said, well, that's not a mentor. That is a therapist. So you have to manage your expectations when it comes to a mentor. So you don't have control over advocacy or sponsorship, but you do have control over mentors. And for me, in my speaking career, I have made it to the Hall of Fame in my business. It's been 25 years of an overnight success, and I never would have reached this level without my mentors. And my mentors are there if I text them, if I call them, if I email them, and I always, if I have a very specific question, they always give me immediate feedback. And these relationships have been built up over time. So if you don't have a mentor, get one. And don't ask, will you be my mentor? Just come up with a very specific question that they could give you feedback on. And then you'll know right away if this is somebody that would be willing to meet with you on occasion. So don't be discouraged. It takes time to have a mentorship relationship, but then one day you realize, wow, this person has been in my life for a while and I really appreciate their help and their direction over the years. So that's my advice for you today on this Front Row Friday. And hopefully when you have good advice from someone, you're more likely to have an advocate, someone out there who sees you, sees your reputation, and they can put your name in the hat and refer you. And then eventually you reach someone who is a sponsor who can hire you, promote you, bring you on board, whatever it is that you need and want to be in your front row of your life. Good luck, everybody. Happy Front Row Friday, and we will see you next time. As always, thanks for watching. Bye for now.